got to get better at this.
Yeah. You need more
Find
practice?
out where the wheel is going to land.
You need more practice?
Yeah, I need to practice. Welcome to Good Mythical More. I don't know how that went over. You know, that's why I got a tattoo on my elbow.
You'll never see it. You'll never see it.
You'll never see it. Look at, I hurt myself. It turned into a plant.
Oh, foiled again.
It's not foil, it's a plant.
Yeah, foliage again.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
You did it, right? You recovered.
I just needed some practice.
Okay.
What are we doing?
We are, hold on, I'm going to remember.
Near-death experiences. You just had one.
Oh, yeah. Our crew has had near-death experiences, but they could be lying.
And these are all things that have happened here at work.
No, really?
Yeah. But first, let's donate $1,000 to Equal Justice Initiative to end mass incarceration and excessive punishment, to challenge racial and economic injustice, and to protect basic human rights for the most vulnerable people in American society. You can join us in giving at EJI.org, and you should. Thank you for being your mythical best.
We love humans.
Hey. What? William Doings. What?
We love humans.
We love
Women
humans. We love humans?
Women doing.
We love humans.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to read you a story. You're going to determine if it's real or fake. You get a bonus point if you determine that it's real, and it is real, and then you guess whose story it is.
Whoa, and then are we going to hear from those folk?
Yeah, that too.
Okay,
That's like it's like a bonus on a bonus.
Forward!
You love people. Recently,
Love folk.
I was running back to my car on a very busy street. Because I was moving quickly, I hopped down off the curb, slipped on some mud, and landed head first into the busy street. At the same time, a speeding car drove by and missed my head by a few inches.
Oh,
This is a fear of mine.
Oh, mud on the road?
I just feel like when I'm ever walking on the street, I just think that like all I got to do is fall, and a car run right over my head like a cantaloupe.
Most of the time the cars are
Further away than you think?
No,
Tell me.
They think about the fact that there's people.
No, not.
Have you noticed, I mean, if you live in a big city,
I know what you're about to say.
There are just
because
people.
we experienced it together. You and I, Rhett.
once you get downtown, there are just people who are not paying attention to there being crosswalks or being lights or anything, and they just, if I want to walk across the street, they just walk across the street whenever they want to. I'm not saying they don't get hit occasionally, but I'm saying that every time that happens to me, what do? I stop because it's a person walking across the street.
And we love people.
Right.
Right.
And so
They're valuable.
I think basically you can just walk on the street and you shouldn't worry about it.
What do your dogs do around cars?
That's the other thing that, I get scared about, but like, they're oblivious.
We don't take our dogs into places where that's much of a risk. Like our neighborhood, not very busy, and so that's where we walk them, and we typically like you take your dogs like into town and stuff.
No, but I'm just talking about on a walk. I'm talking about like normal, the traffic of your neighborhood.
If they weren't on a leash, they might as well just be getting run over.
Well, okay, so Ringo is conscious enough that I think he would be fine. Tite, like, almost like pulls towards cars when they come. It's very confusing.
You get run over?
I don't understand. the impulse.
What's Tite's home life
She's
like?
sending you a message.
Yeah. I think it's actually she wants to get in a car. I think she would just leave with anybody.
Barbara did.
Barbara did what?
Literally one time, Barbara got out of the house, and somebody was driving by. They opened the door, and she got in their car.
Get me out of here.
And they called us, and they were like, "We have your dog." And we paid the ransom, and everything's cool. But that did happen. Not the ransom part, but her jumping in the car.
Okay, well, did this?
I don't think this happened.
happen
This is
for
fake
real?
because
There's no
You
mud
think
on the
it's
road.
fake?
It's just a fear.
No mud on
It's
the
a fear
roads.
that people have, but it never happens to anybody.
Not
If
here.
it
We don't
did,
have mud.
I don't want to hear about it.
It's real.
Oh!
Now that
is
you
it?
know it's real, do you want to
Yeah.
grab a guess?
Oh, who did this?
Yeah. Who's the mud slipper around these
slipper.
parts?
Who's fallen? Who do we know that has fallen?
Well, Gwen had kicked a.
She kicked a A barrel.
And it
traffic barrel.
knocked her teeth out.
Gwynedd.
That's a good guess, but it's
Nicole Beatty.
Katrina.
Katrina. Of course it is. That was my
Katrina,
third
do you
guess.
have anything to add to this? What kind of mud was it? Was it like a clay?
It was when we were having all those storms.
You
in
felt
LA
like
for like a
your
month
head
straight.
was in the lane.
Oh yeah, I was like, I said an inch, but I feel like I might have been closer than an inch. I
Did
felt
a car go by your head?
yes,
Did they know?
no. It was also dark out.
Oh.
I didn't mention it was nighttime.
And you have black hair.
Thank you. Yes, I do.
And one of those nose rings.
You have a nose ring that's very
Oh
sparkly.
my
though.
god, with the nose ring again. Yeah, I got a nose ring.
You can get a glow in the dark one.
They probably tried to hit me because of the nose ring.
How have you changed your practices after this near-death experience?
Nothing. I did nothing.
Okay, you learned nothing, is what you're saying?
I learned that, life is unpredictable and you could die at any moment.
You always
But
maintain.
I already knew that.
yeah, but
you
it's also
maintain 3 points of contact while walking.
it's on you a little bit though.
Always
Katrina.
keep one hand on the ground. Katrina.
Always.
Don't
Always.
don't run beside traffic.
I wasn't okay. Yeah.
Even one of Stevie's dogs.
I
knows
wasn't
that.
run. I wasn't on a run. I just hopped down quickly, excitedly.
What
and
was
fell.
this? What like how many lanes of traffic are we talking?
It was. Oh, I won't say the street, but 4 lanes across.
Why can't you say the street?
I mean, I can't. Well, it's Van Nuys. It was Van Nuys Boulevard.
Oh, Katrina.
I guess we're
That's
we're
a
in
muddy
California,
road.
so They know that.
Yeah.
That's a muddy, muddy road.
So
Let's
muddy.
hear the next one.
Okay, we're at 0 points. One night. Am I louder all of a sudden?
No.
Yeah, we said turn you up. I gave the turn up signal.
I'm louder in my
Forward.
mind.
See why I went like this?
One night, my friends abandoned me at a college house party. Ooh. So I was alone with a dead phone, and I didn't know how to get back. I met these 2 guys who said they were in the army. Suddenly, a knife fight breaks out right in front of us, and everyone runs out screaming. The 2 army guys escorted me down the street to their house and let me charge my phone so I could call my friend.
Okay.
College party with army guys.
Um,
Dead phone. Let's start there. Who's gonna let their phone die?
Zane.
Okay. Okay.
Is this a One Direction joke?
We don't have a Zane who works for us.
You just guessing names at this point?
Yeah.
I thought we had a one Zane situation. I thought we always had to have a Zane.
Bobby? Do we have a Bobby? What about the Catherine? Do we have a Catherine?
Yeah.
Was it you, Hitch? No. Okay.
Who let their phone die? When you get listen, I tell my children, okay, guys,
You're on your own. Forward.
you don't go to a party at night. You don't leave the house at night without a phone that is at least 75%. Okay? You don't begin nighttime activities with a brick.
With a brick.
With a brick.
Gotta go which direction?
What?
Which direction do you have?
Forward!
No.
Back!
Yeah, you gotta go.
Back!
Oh, I thought it was another One Direction joke.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're almost making those left and right.
Let's go.
Is this Timmy?
Let's go with Amy.
Okay, so you're saying it's real.
Just look
You're
on-
both saying it's
Yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah. Army
Link
party-
is
army
listing
party.
names that don't
Yeah, yeah.
exist. You're
Knife
incorrect
fight?
with your guess.
Oh.
I mean, you're correct. It's someone. So you do get points for that, but you have
I'm trying
not
to see
guessed.
who's in the room because I'm gonna talk.
Who
to
goes to knife parties?
Who brings a dead phone to a knife party?
Yeah, right. Zane, definitely.
I'm gonna say this is. Who else is over there? Chappie. Carney, Lauren.
Well, I like the
James.
way that you were looking at the people who could be around either of the microphones, because that's a
KG.
good method. But it's Megan. Megan's the answer.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, this makes sense.
Okay, I would like to say my phone wasn't dead from the battery. It was just broken for some reason at the worst time.
Okay.
Oh, it broke at the party?
Yeah, it just turned off. Even though it
Army
was at
chaps.
full
You
battery.
party with Army?
No, they were just there. I don't know if they went to the school.
Megan party with Army.
Sure, yeah.
Do you stay in touch?
Nope.
Seemed like a near-death experience. I mean, how
Knife fight, man.
How knife did the fight get?
I mean, there were 2 knives, and it was right in front of me, and they were doing.
Did they clasp hands in the middle?
Yeah, was it one of these?
Oh my God, was it you guys?
Because that's how you do it. That's a knife fight.
Yeah, that looks way too familiar. I'm a little suspicious.
That looks
you guys.
way too feminine.
Oh,
I would never say
How
that.
did we do that?
Kicked it.
Nick just came out and pointed.
Look at that, the whole thing.
Okay. Oh gosh, what's happening now? Okay, give us a moment. Oh, where's Zane?
Okay, good work, Megan. You survived. Next.
Thank you.
When I was 12, my mom got me a pair of jeans from Goodwill. They were really cool and had flames up the side. It was the early 2000s. I didn't realize the zipper was janky, so I pulled it up really hard.
Go on.
This is something about Mary's situation.
One of my testicles got caught in the zipper.
One of my testicles.
And in a panic, I unzipped it really quick, causing my whole ball to rip open.
Oh come on, this is
My
bull
mom
crap.
took me to the hospital, and the doc said it was possible to bleed out from this kind of injury.
So real.
That's
My mom took me to the doctor.
that's bull crap.
Please let it be bull crap.
That's bull crap.
Because you've zipped your ball into a zipper before, and that's not what happens.
It's just a fear.
You don't like. Okay, so we've all seen the scene. in something about Mary.
We don't want to know that it can happen.
Just so you understand,
Can't happen.
it is physically impossible for you to hit the ball and then the zipper to go around the ball and come back together and zip up some more like it did in something about
Well,
Mary.
that's
Right.
not what this story said. But we do have a lot of female writers in the writers' room because it is fake.
That was really gross, guys. That was really gross.
Devontae didn't want to speak up.
I don't know how balls work. I don't know. Like that seems.
They don't work like that.
Yeah.
But you don't want to zip them.
Yeah.
I mean, you could zip up.
It
You could zip up a little bit, but not as
would
much as
stop
the movie.
immediately.
You could zip up your wee woo.
Yeah, but it would stop.
I don't think it would
And,
stop.
and then you'd be in trouble.
I've zipped up parts of my, the little flap behind the zipper on the jacket. You know, you got to keep the flap out, the fabric flap. That fabric flap will get caught in the zipper, and I have gone through.
Right,
that.
but it doesn't get something about Mary caught
Right,
where
that's
it's
what
like
I said.
bulging out.
That's what
it
I
just
said.
like gets caught. It
Yeah.
closes, but it's caught on one side.
Yeah. When you were writing that.
Yeah, that can happen.
That's what you were picturing when you always picture it.
I think that was in defense of the writers' room.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a fear.
Let's move past.
These are all
it.
fears of mine now.
You would
why
have to.
I use button
You'd have to be
flies.
going commando, though. I guess.
Well,
One
I
of my friends recently told me that her parents were in town and they were doing laundry at her place,
go on.
and they like mixed their laundry, and she was like, "Oh, is this like?" It was actually her boyfriend's underwear, and she asked her mom if it was her dad's underwear, and her mom told her that they've stopped wearing underwear now.
Well,
that they
both of them?
Yeah, that they tried going commando and they loved it so much that that's all they do. And ever since she said that to me, I think about it like maybe every other day. I think about her parents just like leading.
Oh,
a
I thought you were
commando.
thinking about just doing that every other day now.
No,
Maybe every other day.
no, I just like the idea of her parents deciding late in life, like we're not wearing underwear anymore.
That's weird. We had let's call him an acquaintance. We had an acquaintance, not a friend, who did that. And he swore by it. And I never understood it.
Well, I'm just more like
Jeans?
like people in their 60s one day.
That's super
just
weird.
deciding,
Yeah,
you
that
know.
is super weird.
It's
But
just-
doing it in
You need
general
all the support you can
is
get.
still a bit odd. I mean, if you're wearing jeans, like he would wear jeans. Like it's one thing to wear like if you have like sweatpants or something and you just want to just flail around down there. I get that. Maybe on a Saturday or something. I don't know.
Just on a Saturday.
Maybe
like-
in the woods right outside of Griffith Park. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
But
I've never been to
jeans
the woods outside.
on a work day.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't get it. And I guess
Is that true? So is this? What are we saying? True?
that story
Yeah,
that
that
Stevie
was
told
true.
is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
She's not just making up lies.
When I was 6, my mother and father
Lie.
took me river rafting, and we ended up capsizing into the river. I was plucked out of the river by survivors that were stationed in hanging tree branches. My mother and father got swept away farther down the river. The rescue crew had to throw a rope, pulling them back to shore one at a time.
Well, this happens to people.
I think this is true, but I think as a 6-year-old, it's a lot more traumatic than it really was. It was probably a lazy river.
And the people in the trees is probably not true.
People in the trees, not
They
true.
don't have people just stationed in
Right,
trees.
right. You
That's
believe.
a 6-year-old invention.
So who is this? Is it true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
James. He had a look on his face like, yeah, there were people in trees. I'll tell you all about it.
Carney, is this you? Unresolved trauma?
No, this is not me. I don't go with water rafting. Water rafting.
What are you eating?
I don't know. He does,
A now later?
yeah,
You got a now later in your mouth?
Definitely something with caramel in it.
I won't tell you now. I'll tell you in a little bit.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's see who this was. This might be Chase. He just walked in.
No. This
Hitch.
person is hiding. It's Julian.
Julian. Okay, Julian.
I was definitely 6, and when we went whitewater rafting, all the guides were telling us don't go, and my dad was just like, "No, we're gonna go."
I would do that.
Yeah, exactly. It was in, I believe, Big Bear whitewater rafting, and there's like a split. And you're supposed to go down one where the
Yeah.
water is more calm.
Yeah, right.
But because of the weather, it was just all really bad, and we ended up going down the wrong way.
Okay.
And so we really did tip size, but the area that we
Whoa now. You tip sized.
This size. Yeah.
Yep.
We got it.
Capsized. Thank you. You caught it. We capsized, and I definitely went under, but luckily I did get plucked up really fast, and we did all wear our
PFDs.
life
Oh, you gotta have
vests.
the life vest.
So I was plucked out, and they took me to safety onto the shore.
Well, we heard all of that part.
Yeah,
But what's the part that you're embellishing in your 6-year-old brain?
Trees. What about people in the trees?
The guys in the trees.
No, they were. Because of how many people decided to go whitewater rafting. When I say survivors, it wasn't the rescue team, it was the other people who also capsized.
Oh.
Oh, so it was somebody else who capsized, and they were in the trees, and they were like, well, we might as well get this kid while we're at
Because the
it.
trees are in the
So,
water. Okay, I believe it.
Okay, so there's an opening, and then a bunch of trees, and then there was another opening over here. Sorry, guys, who can't see me explain.
Yeah.
He just went like this.
And so they were actually in the trees on this area, like trying to reach down to grab people.
Oh, dang.
And then I was pulled out and I ran over to the other side because the other side you were able to see my parents who had.
Did you think they were dying?
Yes.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah.
How have you
course.
dealt with this?
Probably poorly. I have no idea.
Okay. Are you
Probably
afraid? Do you have any residual fear of water, rafts,
Not
parents?
water, but after I wrote this, I tried to figure out if I went whitewater rafting afterwards, like at any point of my life, and I have not.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
okay.
good.
Well,
This is
all
the
right.
only
Listen.
time I went whitewater.
All right. So it's
Right.
time for
So
a
you
new
learned.
trip.
You learned. Talk to Katrina about that.
I will. I hear that she had also a life
Yep.
and death situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whitewater rafting is
She
no
did.
joke.
It was earlier in the episode.
And then what happens is, just so you know, even though they tell you this every time, I can't tell you the number of videos. So when you fall into the water in your whitewater rafting and they throw you a bag that has a rope in it, don't grab the bag. Because if you grab the bag, the rope just keeps coming out of it. You grab the rope. And there's a lot of TikTok videos of people just grab the bag because they go, it's a bag. They don't listen. They say it every time. Don't grab the bag, grab the rope. They grab the bag every time.
Yep.
And then it's just like a magic trick. It's like, I have this bag and rope keeps coming out of it.
I feel like you just saved a life.
Yeah, grab the rope, not the bag.
But you might have also forfeited a life because you gave someone confidence to raft.
They're like, oh yeah, now I can go because I know about grabbing the rope, not the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have one more. I'm just gonna give it to you. It's real story.
Okay.
You're gonna have to guess who.
We're going into extra innings because this is a wild story.
Worth it.
Okay.
Is it testicles?
I haven't really read it, but I'll let you know
Okay.
in a second as I'm reading it. I was 11 years old, driving with my mom to pick up my sisters from elementary school.
Lie, 11-year-olds can't drive.
As we pulled up to the school, I spotted a bee inside the car. I have a not small fear of bees. To escape, I tried to climb out of the car window while we were still moving at about 10 miles per hour.
Okay.
My foot got caught on the window and I tumbled out of the car, my head hitting the pavement. I woke up in the hospital with a concussion hours later.
What?
This is wild, man.
As a hint, I will say this person woke up with a concussion and testicles.
Oh.
Okay, wow.
The bee gave them testicles.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking around for testicles.
Carney!
It's true. I got testicles.
Dude, you were so afraid of bees that you unlived yourself almost.
I still don't like bees. It's true to this day.
Dude, that is wild.
I'm scared of
You
them,
jumped
too.
out of a moving car window.
One of multiple concussions I got as a child. Yep.
Wow.
Just that scared of a bee.
Hey, man,
I don't like bees.
They can be, I mean, they sting you. It's a bad couple of minutes.
Your foot was caught, so the car was still going. Your head was like,
Yeah, I kind of like tripped, like my foot got caught on the door handle on the interior, like I was trying to get out of the car. Dumb move. Tripped, fell out of the car. I mean, everything that Stevie just said.
through the window.
Through the window,
Crazy,
onto the
dude.
pavement, concussion.
You're lucky you didn't get sucked back up under the back wheel. That'll happen sometimes. That'll happen sometimes.
Yeah, my mom drives an 18-wheeler. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so glad that you made it. I don't know what hot dog on a stick would have done without you.
Yeah.
What about this? What about? Oh yeah, okay, hot dog on a stick.
Also, you didn't say that about anyone else.
We weren't thankful for
I wasn't
anyone else
really
to be
buying any of the other ones.
Right. Yeah.
How in the world would you pronounce siren a different way?
Siren. Some people say siren.
Oh my God! No, that dog won't hunt.